Welcome back to Wave of Docker. Weekly music number 45 already? Damn. Maybe 46. It's on the screen. 5 albums this week. Leave a comment on what you want to listen to. Leave a like. Subscribe to the channel. You know the drill. Album number 1 of the week. Memoir of a Sparkle Muffin by Suki Waterhouse. Came out in 2024. I've been familiar with Suki Waterhouse's game for a while. My friend suggested her to me a while ago. She's, as a child with Robert Pattinson, my favorite actor, the Batman favorite movie ever. Of course, I'm going to tap in. And also my radio show at the college station I intern at. I'm reviving it again, and as I was looking through the songs, there's a few Suki Waterhouse songs, Super Sad and OMG, off of this album. And I was like, okay, oh shit, she posted a new album. And this album I thought was really wonderful. Like I said, I'm familiar with her game, her sort of sound I'm very familiar with, I'm a big fan of. Like that general like indie pop, space pop sort of thing. I thought this album was excellent. She has a lot of really great vocal modulation on some of these tracks that really adds a lot to the storytelling that goes on throughout the songs. And yeah, I thought like it's just so like airy and very like it's kind of dream poppy as well. But yeah, like she's such a wonderful storyteller, and it's a very emotional project. And it's cool like seeing her release an album like right after having a child. I think that's just such like a very important time in someone's life, obviously, and I think you kind of got a lot of great stories and lyrics and songs out of that sort of emotional supernova of having a child. So I thought that was really neat. It was a really great project. I like Suki's voice a lot. I think she's such a wonderful artist. Great personality too. I think she has just a very nice person. I'd like to meet her. Like, she's a very warm soul, I feel like, and I thought this album was great. Like I said, the vocal modulation just works so well. Some really great spacey guitar, just awesome. Really cool, really transcends a lot of different genres, and I liked it a lot. I'm gonna go 85 hot dogs out of 100 for Memoirs of a Sparkle Muffin by Suki Waterhouse. On to the next album. Album number 2 of the week, Be the Cowboy by Mitski, came out in 2018. I've been aware of this album and this artist for a long time, but sort of tapped into, I guess you could say, her music via my radio show at the college I go to, on the college radio station. I played Nobody on the air. I was like, you know what, this is such a great song. I'm gonna listen to the album for the first time. And I listened to her project from last year, which I'm blanking on the name, and it was lovely. Mitski is such a wonderful artist. I love what she does. I love the music she creates. I love her voice. I love her lyrics. She just gets really deep and emotional and personal, and I really enjoy that. And this album was no different. Very personal. It feels like it's coming at a very impactful, important, pivotal point in her life, and I feel like it's kind of coming through in the lyrics. I'm sorry, my nose is itchy. But yeah, just wonderful project. She just nails everything, every part of what she creates. It's really ridiculous. Like, she really is just one of the top. I guess she's sort of indie pop, I guess you could say. Not really sure how to classify her besides a great artist. So I'm gonna go 88 hot dogs out of 100 for Be the Cowboy by Mitski. On to the next album. Album number 3 of the week, Melodrama by Lorde, came out in 2017. Haven't listened to any projects by Lorde, but I've, existed in this world and listened to music in this world, so I'm familiar with her stuff. Yeah, I just watched the movie Someone Great, and Supercut was in this the intro. I was like, okay, I've listened to Lorde albums. I actually haven't listened to any of them. Like I said, I'm familiar with her work. And man, this album like epitomizes 2010s pop in the best way. The best way. This album, like every song, just feels like a montage of moments in a rom-com I don't know, it just feels like ecstasy, emotional overload. Like, it just feels like love. I don't know how to put it. Like, I don't know. It just feels like I'm like in like the club and just like, it just feel like passionate and I don't know. It's just something about it. It just sounds like emotions. Like, does that make sense at all? Like, I don't know. Like her voice, the lyrics, the mixing, like listening to it, I was just like experiencing so much. It was so bizarre. Like it's I don't know. Like it just feels like I'm living the lives of every relationship at the same time. And I was surprised like this. I looked to see because I watched Normal People a few months ago, and I was surprised to see that like none of these songs were in that show because it just like I feel like they would have fit. Like it just feels like romance. It feels like passion. I don't know. Fantastic album. Really, really enjoyed it. I'm gonna go 91 hot dogs out of 100 for Melodrama by Lorde. Insane. Super, super good. Great album. On to the next one. Album number 4 of the week, Planet Waves by Bob Dylan, came out in 1974. This is the third album by Bob Dylan that I listened to for this show. I listened to the Freewheelin' Bob Dylan and Times They Are Changin'. Planet Waves is probably my favorite. It's very different from the first two. I think it's a lot less folky and a lot more shifting into that more, I don't want to say classic rock, but I don't know. Like I feel like the first two had a very distinct Bob Dylan sound and very folky, but this one felt a lot. It just felt different. Like it felt like he shifted his sound a little bit. He was shifting into more commonplace rock. I don't know. Is that crazy to say? Like the first few tracks really don't sound like Bob Dylan to me. That's not a bad thing, you know. I love when artists evolve their sound, but it was just a very unique listen. But it was awesome. I really enjoyed it. I love Bob Dylan. Such a phenomenal songwriter, and he's just so unique in the space. I'm excited to watch The Complete Unknown to really get a grasp of the early days of Bob Dylan. But this album was great. Planet Waves, really good. I'm gonna go 84 hot dogs out of 100 for Planet Waves by Bob Dylan. On to the next album. Album number 5 of the week, Slimier 2 by Young Nudy. I love Young Nudy. He's one of my favorite rappers in the game right now, along with Mike and Cardi. And you know who I like. You've watched this show. I listened to a bunch of his albums. His album last year, which was called, oh my gosh, with fish and chips and pancakes and peaches and eggplants. You know what I'm talking about. Was great. He gets some of like the best production in the game on these projects. He just like I love his beats. I love his flow. Like, it's just that kind of like most people probably call it mumble rap, but it's just that casual kind of flow. It's like kind of similar to Earl. Like Earl has a very similar flow. I feel like the Young Nudy, where they're just in like they just get in these pockets and then they're in a pocket throughout the entire song, and it works so well and they nail it and I love it. But yeah, for Slimier 2, just very similar. Like he's not really like venturing out too much, which I don't really mind. Like I just love more Young Nudy music, so I'm not really tripping about him not, redefining his sound or anything. Just another great project from him. So I'm gonna go 81 hot dogs out of 100 for Slimier 2 by Young Nudy. On to the guy. And here they are. And now I'm back. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Week in Music. Like I said, leave some albums in the comments, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. See you guys next time. Peace out.